How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with another review. Today we're going to be going with something I've never had before. Tommyknocker's Legend, which is a old oaked brown ale. It's an old ale. It says brown ale, but it's an old ale aged in oak barrels. 2014 edition, which is their 20th anniversary. Now I've not had a ton of Tommyknocker of their beers or their higher end stuff. I've had, a couple of their lower end stuff. So you pick up that mix of 6-pack stuff at your random grocery stores or whatnot. Picked it up and it was okay. Went into a local 6-pack joint, 6 and 4-pack and whatever joint nowadays. And for some reason it just caught my eye. Something about it. I said before, I'm a big label guy. For me, this label is pretty cool. It's very nondescript. I'm a big fan of like simple to the point labeling, classic stuff, and this kind of stuck out. I like brown ale. This is an old brown ale, aged in oak barrels. So yeah. So I picked it up, and got home, looked up some reviews on it. It got pretty good reviews on their older version. This one I didn't see too much on, so I figured I'd give it a whirl. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Not expecting a lot. Again, like I said, Tommyknocker doesn't blow my doors off half the time, or all the time, so we'll see what happens. Nice color. Let's see. That's dark. That's a really dark ale. I mean, if you're going to call that an old ale, well, it's an old brown ale. But if you're going to call it an old ale, it looks like an aged old ale already. Not aged in oak barrels per se, but like if you took like a North Coast Old Stock or Thomas Hardy, J.W. Lee's, aged that for a while, it goes from a lighter color to that color. And yeah, nice little head on it. Probably was about ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch. Decent amount of retention, not too much as far as what it says in the bottle. 10% alcohol. It's always a good thing. Like double-digit ABVs. Let's see. Discover the Legend. The brewers at Tommyknocker Brewery proudly present Legend 2014. This old oak brown ale commemorates 20 years of award-winning quality craftsmanship. Legend is a small batch brewed with toasted Hungarian oak, along with crystal, Munich, chocolate, and rye malts. This should be good. I mean, I'm a malt head, and I love my sweets, so chocolate and rye malts too. I already said that. Selection of American hops enhances the full-bodied old world flavor profile. Notes of dark spice, vanilla, and toasted oaks, as well as harmonizing hints of slightly smoky biscuit aromas melded in a beer-worthy celebration. Thanks to all have taken part in the 20 years of Tommyknocker Legend. The legend lives on. That's pretty much it. It says here, Best by, I love Best by July 14th. And then it has 14 after it. It can't be Best by July 14th, which is a couple days from now, because, I mean, you're talking about a 10% ABV beer that was just produced. This should be Best by 2030, if you ask me. But yeah, so let's see what she has to offer. Oh, it smells like a brown ale. Not necessarily like an old ale. Smells like a brown ale. Not a ton of nose. It's a little bit colder than what I usually like it, but not a ton in there. I mean, you can smell your rye. The faintest bit of hops. It says American hops, but it doesn't smell like that. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know, toffee or molasses. I'm not sure. One of those. That's about it. Not a huge nose, but hey, let's see what she has mouth-wise. That's a good beer. Yeah, that surprised me. That's a good beer. It's not what I expected to taste coming off that nose. ton of molasses, like a ton. Like, and that's all nice and perfect for me because that's one of my favorite flavors when it comes to beers. Molasses, a little bit of heat, a little bit bite at the end there with the hops, but you know, I mean, this is candy, man. Not candy in the sense that it's like a Brewery Blah or one of their anniversary beers or something like that. I mean, it's molasses and toffee and caramel, and it's hard to place. I like this beer. This is not what I expected from Tommyknocker. I mean, a bulk of their stuff, like I said, I've gotten from 6-pack joints, mixes, sixes, so it's their lower end stuff. This is a welcome surprise. I'm gonna have to go pick up some more of this. I mean, just to give it like a comparison, like if I were gonna, for people out there who have had beer and they're looking for a proper comparison. If you took a Brooklyn Brown and then aged that for a little bit, and then mixed it with a Score bar, like a Score chocolate bar, that's kind of like what I'm getting here. I mean, like I said, it's not crazy over the top sweetness, like some crazy beers, like most of the Brewery line is crazy like that, but it's exactly what it tastes like. Brooklyn Brown Ale, oak aged that for a bit, and then somehow mix in that kind of hard Score bar. If you had it, you know what the hell it is. Just that kind of toffee caramel with chocolate hardness. Like, it's a perfect mixture of all those. I'll tell you what, this is a good beer. I assume, 10% in the way it tastes right now, it's just going to age. This is going to get better with time. That little bit of heat, that little bit of bite at the end, that's not necessarily bad. It's going to go away with time and just smooth out and just become perfect. Rating wise, I'm gonna rate it as a brown ale. It says old oak brown ale. I think online when I looked it up, it said it was an old American old ale or American strong ale. I'll rate it as a brown ale because that's actually what it tastes like. It's one of the better brown ales I've had because there's not a ton out there that really like shine. In that genre, and just in general, I would rate it probably like a high 80s. High 80s, almost touching 90. I'll give it like an 89. Yeah, it's that good of a beer. It's kind of surprised me. Availability, it's supposedly only made every so often. I think the last time they did the Legend was 5 years ago, so maybe it comes around every 5 years. I walked into a place, picked it up. So who knows? Availability right now, I'm sure I can go back to that place and pick it up, but I haven't seen anywhere. So I'll put the availability in a low scale, probably about like a 3-4. And like I always do here, value. Value, again, I'll pay whatever I need to pay for beer I like. That's not an issue. It's just a matter of some beers are worth more than others. This is a home run in the value scale. I picked up a 4-pack of this in this area for $12.99. I would buy 4-pack of that for $12.99 every day. For me, I would go over the $15 mark. That's the kind of beer this is. This is a good beer. So yeah, rating wise, give it an 89 for what it is. You know what I mean? Brown ale, availability, low scale, like 2, 3, something like that. And then value, just a home run. It's a 10. This is a great beer for the price. So yeah, hey. Tommyknocker. More of this. That's what we want. This stuff right here. So Tommyknocker Legend 2014 20th anniversary Old Oaked Brown Ale. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Massive Beers. So yeah, leave some comments, like, share, and hopefully we see you next time. Cheers.